Does your software manage a workforce of maintenance technicians? Regardless of what they service, airplanes, vehicles, elevators, electricity substations, you'll want to schedule their jobs automatically and optimally. But it's complex due to constraints such as skill requirements, just-in-time preventative maintenance, unexpected repairs, route optimization, priority jobs, and more. I've helped companies schedule maintenance jobs for hundreds of thousands of machines. Let me show you how. Let's take a look at the Timefold Quick Starts demo. So here I have a number of unassigned jobs, actually 14 jobs. For example, to do maintenance on the downtown bridge, the downtown tunnel, the downtown highway, park bridge, and so forth. And you need to assign each of these jobs to a crew and to a time, a starting time, basically. Now, some of these jobs take 5 working days, but others only take 1 working day. And they also have different ready and due dates. So if you actually look at them per job, what you will see here is that the downtown bridge has a ready date of the 12th of June, which means that is the earliest time this job can actually start, and has a due date by the 16th of July, which means by that date the job should be finished. You can also see that we actually ideally want to stop the job, finish the job before the 10th of July. Why is that? You never know if the job runs out, something goes wrong, something goes unplanned. So it's better to actually have some buffer before the last possible time to do it. But we probably don't want to do it too early, right? Because if we actually do maintenance on the bridge, the sooner we do it, the sooner it will need maintenance again, right? So the later we can do it, as long as it doesn't break down, it's good, right? And at the same time, we need to assign it to a crew. And as you can see here, we have 3 crews, the alpha, beta, and gamma crews. So let's press the solve button. Let's see how this gets scheduled. So right now, Timefold has scheduled these jobs to these crews, and I'm going to stop it for a minute. And you can see that the current score is 0 hard and minus 120 soft. What does that mean? Well, 0 hard means that no hard constraints have been broken. So what are the hard constraints? Well, one of them is that every crew can only do 1 job at a time. So for example, the alpha crew here is doing the downtown bridge job at 27th of June, but it's not doing any other jobs during that 5 days it's working on that. You can also clearly see here that even though it's only 5 working days, it takes 7 days to do the job. And why is that? That's because there's a weekend in between. So as soon as we hit the weekend, we just skip over to the next week. You can see then after it's done, after they do the downtown bridge job, they do this job, and so they continue, right? Now, if we look at it per job, what you will see here is that the downtown bridge is scheduled to the alpha crew at 27th of June. So that's clearly within the correct margin. It's not before its ready date, it's not after its end date, and it's actually before we ideally want it to finish even, right? So if we go through all of the jobs, let's do that. Let me scroll down. We'll see that each of the jobs actually gets done in time. Besides that, all of the jobs also have a location or an area, actually an area. So for example, the downtown bridge job is in downtown. The uptown job is in uptown. The Uptown Avenue job is also in uptown. And you can see these with these green, these yellow, blue, and brown markers, basically, badges, basically. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that if we do maintenance in a certain area, we only have 1 maintenance job going on there at a specific time. It's really annoying when you drive around with your car and you hit maintenance and you take the detour and the detour also hits a maintenance job, road maintenance job. That becomes really annoying. So we want to make sure for every neighborhood we don't do multiple at the same time. It creates chaos, it creates too much traffic, right? And you can see that we're pretty much doing that here. If you look at the subway, they don't happen at the same time. If you look at downtime, none of these jobs happen at the same time, and so forth. So this is basically the maintenance scheduling problem. Now we can add in far more constraints on top of that, right? You might have skill requirements. For example, some of these crews might have the skill to do certain jobs which others don't. And You might also have location requirements. For example, some of these jobs only do jobs in North, let's say North London, and you might have jobs all across London, and some of these will do both North and South London. No matter what your constraints is, we can add them, and we can actually make sure you get the best possible schedule for your maintenance engineers. If you don't plan maintenance, your machines will plan it for you. So if you want to automate maintenance scheduling in your software, take a look at our open source quick starts or come talk to us.